Alright. Look at that, almost 10 minutes. Okay, so the last time I played this, I finished chapter 1, which, if you don't remember, so the murder, excuse me, the murder game got started, and drink some water, and one of your friends ended up dying. So Sayaka, who was initially trying to trick you into taking part in the murder game, maybe having you get murdered, or at least blaming you for the murder, she ended up dying to Leon, who was going to be her victim, but he ended up overpowering her, turned the tables on her, and, well, she ended up dying, so. And, yeah, that's actually about it. There wasn't really much else that happened. Oh, no. That's right. Junko died too. I almost forgot about that part. So there's actually 3 deaths in chapter 1. Alright, so start at the end of chapter 1. Grab some candy too while I was downstairs. Not gonna say a whole lot, are ya? It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. No, it can't be. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was Junko. I couldn't remember if that was her name. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. That's kind of dark.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it.
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Isn't that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Huh? We were already working together and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well,
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do anything like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
are you okay with
The
this?
mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then.
Then, what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No.
What?
No what? I don't
I
want to
can't
live
take
if
it.
it means killing someone else to do it. Then die. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But
so
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
so
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault that what happened? That's pretty cruel, man. I don't think I have... Okay, yeah, I have the wrong, tags on this. Let's see here. I'm gonna check the tags real quick.
don't fuck with me.
There we go, I think I fixed them. Right. And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. Did it not update the tags? Whatever. We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this just feel great being stuck inside like this? You gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So,
Just to make you exercise? Just to make you? No, I didn't quite finish it. Oh well. I was too busy taking a drink. Uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist, passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. The power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you. So the next level is unlocking. Second floor, I think. It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. Gotta keep you motivated. So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. Don't explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But a whole new world.
Could it be?
Is he talking about a way to get outside? No.
I wonder about
That seems unlikely.
piece of shit.
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
you hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up, yep, I read that right, at the dining hall, and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it.
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. I don't think there's going to be anything in here that I'm going to want to observe. Yeah, nothing. So... yeah, we don't really need to talk to Yasuhiro. Oh, right, I need to go to the other way. So, now the second floor should be unlocked. Yep. So we can just head on straight up there if I don't screw up too much with the controls. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. So we have the swimming pool, library, a couple classrooms.
Just a second.
Oh, Makoto. Hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool. There's a pool here. A pool, 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 pool. You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it.
Okay.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. The locker rooms connect to a pool. It looks super nice and big and fantastic to swim in. I'm beyond excited right now. I can't wait to dive in. In fact, I'm getting kind of mad thinking about it. Why are you getting mad? Hey Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet? Nope. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing.
But
There's another reason. But still, it seems like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. You want to get stronger? I have to say, that's kind of unexpected.
yeah.
But I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room. Huh? You don't even want to go in the locker room? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? It's a pretty weird phobia, though. The second floor has opened up, the living area has grown, and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have been made much more comfortable for us.
Do you understand?
If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad.
This is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms.
Of course.
Really? If you want to unlock the locker room, what? You'll have to swipe your personal handbook, e-handbook, across the card reader next to the room, next to the door. Ooh. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. And there's a Gatling gun on the ceiling. And I'll be like, daka 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 daka.
Just a second.
I bet it'd really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them to the girls' locker room, would it not? That never even occurred to me, to think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, so then how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There, so now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly,
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place.
is that okay?
After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook. Excuse me. But you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course.
It's because you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age you'd try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want.
Just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya later.
Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya. Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip. Go take a dip to cheer myself
You
up.
got it.
I got through it. Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me?
As for me,
There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm sorry.
It's alright, I'll pass this time. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Let's see if it's actually going to let me go in. Okay, so it is. Good. Because we need to take a look at this. Boobs! Now this is an interesting poster. Obviously someone put this in school, but is it really okay to have something like that here? I don't think there was anything else really. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else. Okay. Into the pool. Just the locker in the back, it looks like. Lockers. Well, I would expect to see that at any normal pool. Got a coin. Oh, that's right. I got coins from the last trial. I need to go back and use those at some point. I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. What's the point of this if there's nothing over here to observe? No? Alright. That was kind of pointless, but still good to go through there and actually take a look at it. You know, even if there's not actually anything that you're gonna, click on. Just so that you have an idea of how it looks before anything happens. And then I'm gonna keep investigating things just so I can try to get coins like that. Give me coins. Yes! Okay, so let's check out some of the classrooms too while we're at it. Give me some of them coins.
I see.
This must be what he meant by a new world. We should probably take a really close look around. There's not going to be a whole lot up here, I don't think. Still getting some coins though. Good. More coins. You know, the way I said that sounded really sarcastic, but I actually really want those coins. Did something... Oh, that must have been what it was. Okay, so what have we here? Shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy?
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting here. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. Alright. Calm down. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So, you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely, the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked up stuff online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So, in other words...
That must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of it. Oh, goodness. Be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming this letter is real.
How
If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. Good lord. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. I'm just having some issues reading tonight. That would be a nice, simple solution, it's true. But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. Oh, I think I know the serious issues, or I remember the serious issues. I'm not going to say what, though. That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
Now,
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of... You would think. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... will it? Those fucking itches. Laptop. Looks like a laptop. Laptop looks pretty old and it's covered in dust.
so
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. Battery's probably dead or something. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. Well, you'd also have to have internet for that too. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor. But I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I'd better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. Oh, I guess it's just going to take us straight there.
Listen to me.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover anything interesting? Any...
Yes, indeed.
Jesus. There is a library.
Okay.
And a pool. A freaking pool and lockers filled with exercise equipment.
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Yeah, she's right.
I see.
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet down and listen.
The warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open.
You hear me?
And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like, ha ha ha.
are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? You find anything like that? Oh, well,
What?
there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here? Nothing? Unfortunately, no. Not that I saw.
Hey, come on.
You fucking people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now, or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck?
Stop fucking around.
We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out. Now, there is no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you fucking loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something.
So then,
So, are we done for today?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan? To give us hope just to turn around and betray that hope? I believe I have free time now. No, not today. Go straight to nighttime. That is tomorrow.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug bite.
We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do. I guess we'll just go to bed. Monokuma Theater, Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby that I can say I'm super good at. Relatable. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay. Not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
Ding dang bing bang.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine.
I'm gonna
Get
try
ready
something in
to greet
chat.
another beautiful day. Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your
Did I
e-handbooks
set
have
that
been
up?
updated.
I'm gonna check something real quick. I added a command to the bot. I did, it is there. I'm gonna check to see if it actually works. Oh, nice, it does. That's neat. Alright. Okay. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated.
New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. You must be referring to yesterday. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. But right now I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Then we're gonna spend some coins. As soon as it gives me free time. I also need to check out the warehouse and the bathhouse, I think it was.
hey Makoto.
Good morning. Is everyone here already?
Yo, yo, yo.
Nope, still waiting on Byakuya and Taka. Byakuya is no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet. Knowing Taka, I imagine he is trying to get the King of Tardiness up and out of bed. I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient.
Let's see.
I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem. which is...
Hey, come on.
Oh, I was looking at my phone. Hifumi, would you make me some tea? Milk tea, if you please.
Well,
Why me?
let's see.
Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of the coffee shop I used to frequent. That's your reason?
This is fine.
I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please. Okay. Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's order, Hifumi skulked his way into the kitchen. And a few minutes later... Thank you for waiting. Hifumi reappeared with tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached. Finally. You could have made some for the rest of us, you know.
There's no way to think about
I
this in a
emphatically
common
decline.
sense kind
You're
of
not my
way.
type at all. It's all about the law of casualty. Causality? Yeah, causality. Anyway. A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand.
Oh,
Wait. She cocked her head to the side and threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall. What? What are you doing, my little white rabbit? I hate this kind of tea. I don't understand.
yes, indeed.
Imagine we are at a coffee shop, just any normal, everyday coffee shop. I sit down and I order some tea. Then they then ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now, further imagine that I replied, ah yes, I would like milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup, mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. And I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process. If I had to describe our shared reaction to what we just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment. I went to all that trouble to make you that tea and you wanted me to go even further? Farther? Farther. Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even in cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why even bother creating a menu if you're not going to offer the highest level of quality? Well, we don't actually have a menu. That does not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine.
Say what?
Okay, your little piggy will bring it right out. I so do love coercion. You're like a totally different person just now. Yeah, shit, you really went psycho there. I knew there was more to her when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as an enemy. Seriously, man, she's one scary chick. The dining hall doors flew open and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But, bad news everyone, there's a mystery afoot. Huh? What happened? What? It would seem Bayaki refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never even showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there.
I think maybe...
I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him. What he meant by that. Is he dead? it might be a good idea if we all split up and go look for him.
Listen to me.
Ah, I was just about to suggest the same thing.
What's your problem?
Stop trying to one-up everyone.
Um,
Okay, then I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep on hammering that button till I get a response.
Well
Very well, then the rest of us can go check the rest of the building. Yeah, before it's, too late. Anyway, we have to just do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya have gone? Maybe he went to check out the second floor of the school again. Okay, that was not what I was trying to hit, but alright. Second floor.
hey,
So you thought to come here too.
so
If you think about what Byakuya was so interested in yesterday, you can probably guess where he is right now, right? Huh? What was it Byakuya was interested in again? If you recall, he was interested in the library. When I opened the door to the library and looked inside, I cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya? Of all the things I'd imagined, this most definitely wasn't one of them.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
Rude.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no! What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you.
Who asked you to do that?
Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise.
A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up, one after another. Byakuya, so this is where you've been hiding. The heck are you doing here, man? We were very concerned. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read such a coarse novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point. What were you reading? A mystery novel.
well,
Wait, so are you gonna use what you're learning in there to betray us? Don't be stupid. Yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. Yeah, what?
Naturally.
If I decided to fight, of course I'll come up with something original. Otherwise this game of ours will be totally boring, right? It's not that often that you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining. His words sent a chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. He looked like he was actually enjoying himself. Enjoying this deranged killing game.
Damn
What the fuck do you mean game? That's fucked up. But it is a game. It's a game of life or death, which can have only one winner. That's all there is to it. He is right, it's a zero-sum game.
are you okay with this?
It is part of game theory, a mathematical model. In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. But that's just a theory. A game theory! God, I fucking hate myself. Alright. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources.
I see.
You mean like a kind of elimination match?
Actually,
Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings, most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. This also applies to the school life we have been subjected to here. In this case,
is that okay?
our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the Black End.
So, in other words,
So this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. That can't be what they had in mind. Oh, but it is. This is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing the game.
what?
But why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human. It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose, am I right?
Naturally.
Of course. You do not speak like the others, exactly what I would expect from the Togami heir apparent. It's just normal arrogance, isn't it?
Just a second.
You talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
Not possible.
I won't. It simply isn't possible.
You son of a bitch!
Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, I still just can't believe it.
What?
Believe what? That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long.
Piece of shit!
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Like I said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but do not bother arguing with him, for now the concept of losing simply does not exist. For him, not for now. What'd I say? Yes. He's the ultimate affluent progeny after all, a boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny and has lived his life accordingly. Test and challenge are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life and death situation. Ouch. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won.
That's enough.
Are you trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours.
Oh,
Well, I do apologize. Anyway, let me just say this to all of you. You all need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give it their best, where's the fun for me?
no.
That's a terrible way to look at it.
What?
It's because...
This isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know. To kill your own friends is
That's horrific.
that exactly. Friends? Who decided that?
Huh?
Huh? We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies.
But...
But, you know...
What?
But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you.
Come on.
Yes. If you have something to say, say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Stop fucking around.
Hey, shithead, you get off on bullying people that can't fight back? You want to try that on me? So, you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? And how long do you think that's going to last?
Piece of shit!
Fuck you.
What?
Fuck you. Is that all you can say? It's unfortunate you would waste your breath on such empty gibberish.
You son of a bitch!
That's it. You're fucking dead.
Just a second.
Hold on. Just calm down.
Piece of shit!
I am calm. How's this calm? Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an elimination game is, well, frankly, it's a waste of time, and I hate wasting my time. Waste of time?
Not possible.
Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. And I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet.
Shit.
Quit talking like you're in a fucking movie or something.
Goodbye.
All I'm saying is that ultimately you're all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. Goodbye. Without a second glance, Byakuya left. Byakuya. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. Some of these names are just awful on the tongue, for me at least. His way of thinking was he serious about all that? He was, without a doubt.
Don't fuck with me.
Well, fuck him then.
Maybe.
But what he said, he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison our food? Hey, come on, you too, Toko?
Anyway,
Well, it's not like anyone would care even if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet you all want me gone. You all think I'm disgusting. None of us think that.
I'm telling you.
You just think you don't think that. I know some people like to play the victim, but this is just totally out there. You think I don't know, but I do. You want me gone. And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you? Ah, wait, Toko. Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there is nothing you can say to bring her back. Ultimately, our breakfast came to an end without answering any questions. Everyone headed back to their rooms. Jeez, I'm tired already. But I don't have any time to take even one day off. I need to get myself going. Now we got free time. Okay, so I'm actually getting pretty tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and spend those medals before I end the stream. I usually go a little bit longer, but I've been exhausted lately, and that's part of the reason why I haven't really streamed as much as I normally do. I've had a lot going on. Yeah, simply put, I've just had a lot going on. So there's a fridge in here, some canned food. What is this? No, doesn't even say. Okay. So, mostly just boxes of shit. Not gonna give me any coins? No? Alright, well, fuck you. Yep. See the area. Right, that was laundry. Okay, I don't need to go in there yet. Let's check the bathhouse. That. Massage chair. Oh god, I could use a massage chair. I really need to go to a chiropractor at some point. I keep saying that, but I still haven't yet. Back's fucking killing me. Probably doesn't help that I'm leaning forward in my chair so that I'm talking right into the mic. Oh, this is where the sauna is. Okay. Really? That's it? Alright. No coins either. Stingy bastards. Okay, so time to spend them coins. Gotta go over to this area. Holy shit. Give it a shot. Alright. Shit. There you go. Accidentally popped off the battery cover on my controller. Been messing with it the entire stream. So I'm gonna spend just enough to get the repeat chance to either 0 or close to 0. Holy fuck. Exhaustion just hit me like a goddamn truck. Like I was tired before, but Jesus Christ. There's also a few guides out there too for giving certain gifts to certain people, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that on this playthrough. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Okay, so I'm gonna use about half of what I have left. And then I'm gonna use the rest. Okay, that is all my coins. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna save it here and end it for the night. So, I don't think I'm going to stream again until next Friday if I'm going to do it during the week. I don't know. We'll see if we'll see what kind of time that I have during the week. And of course, with how busy work has been, I'm just coming home exhausted like every day too, so that doesn't help. Otherwise, I'd probably try to find some time at night to do something, even if it's just something that I'm not really talking during. I think I'm gonna keep Danganronpa to Saturdays and Sundays, just because there's not really anybody in the house, so I can talk as much as I want for the most part. Sundays, my schedule has kind of changed a little bit, so I'm not really doing the I was doing it sort of midday for a while there, but I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. I think I'm gonna do it like late night, like I did tonight, just because I'll have more time to play uninterrupted. Well, until then, I don't know. I'm fucking tired. I think I'm gonna continue with this, and then if I don't go on to Danganronpa 2, I do want to finish Resident Evil 0 because I actually had fun playing that on Halloween. Surprisingly, like I didn't really expect to really have that much fun, but yeah, I enjoyed it. The only problem with that is that like I don't have any money to get the Resident Evil 2 remake, and same with what is it, Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls. The one that is there's a Danganronpa that takes place in between Danganronpa 1 and 2, though it kind of takes place during 2 as well. I forget what the exact timeline is, but it's kind of like how like for instance, it's kind of like how Halo DST is with the Halo series, where it kind of takes place during Halo 2 and Halo 3. It's kind of like that, where like it, and this is just from what I've heard, there's some stuff in Despair Girls that spoils 2, I think it is, or was it 2 that spoils Despair Girls? Oh, I don't remember. Because I think what the time release, or what the release time frame was it went Danganronpa 1, Danganronpa 2, Despair Girls, and then 3? But chronologically, Despair Girls technically takes place before 2, or part of it takes place before 2, and then the beginning of 2. I don't know, it's fucking confusing, but why am I sitting here talking about this? I forgot where I was going with this. Anyway, I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. I will see y'all later.